G'day everybody, welcome back to the channel. To start off this video, we're just going to muster some cows and calves in ready for weaning tomorrow. This one here, we've got a cow and a calf in the neighbour's place. So I'm just using the drone, push her up and through a gateway that we've got in the boundary fence. The drone's awesome, keeps everything nice and quiet. As you can see, if I were to put the dogs on there, she would be chasing the dogs around, causing a heck of a ruckus. And then it winds up the calf and they will run off in different directions, and just easy to keep things nice and calm. Right, enjoy the scenery, and we'll have some more amazing scenery footage later on in the video. There's a few prices, bits and pieces coming up in this video. These are just my thoughts of what is happening around agriculture in New Zealand at the moment, and just some of the state of play that we're currently experiencing. So sit back, enjoy, and I'll catch you soon. So we had 68 mils of rain, I think, the last couple of days. So 2.5 inches for you people that work in that other system. Yeah, a fair bit's happened since the last video. So I was shot away to Arthur's Pass for a couple of nights with family while we're on school holidays with the kids. So that was pretty good. Open. Here we go. We sold some lambs, so sold some ram lambs. They were, they did really well actually. So half of them went prime, half of them went store, and 160 for the prime lambs, 147 for the stores. So prices are looking really good for sheep. They're talking $10 next year or something around about like that. So, which is, yeah, like, it's good. Causes a bit of concern for some people because last time it hit $10 or $9.50 or whatever it was, it dropped pretty quick after that, and it was a race to the bottom, and we don't want that again. I would rather see prices sit at $9 or $9.50 for the next 5 years than have 1 year at 10 and then go back to 6s. So we'll see what happens. Cull ewes. So Canterbury Park sale tomorrow, so these cull ewes, got them in this morning. They've just been emptying out. They are due to go. So these are, what have we got in here, girls? We've got some lumpy udders, not fit for mating or breeding, some couple of cut teats from shearing, some smaller hoggets or tudus now that we didn't want to mate. So they've just been growing out quietly with them. There's probably a couple with buggered feet, but if they're really bad I won't be able to send her. She's a bit limpy, that woolly one. What else have we got? Oh, pushy ones. Ones that just keep breaking through fences and being a right pain in my behind. They're in here too, so there's nothing wrong with them for breeding. They just do my head in, so they are going to go to Canterbury Park as well. And yeah, hopefully they'll just get down the road to the meatworks, and then it won't be my problem. So, but they're looking good condition, so hopefully they should sell all right, and if we get $120 for these girls each, yeah, I'll be pretty happy. So we just need to run them through, crutch a few up, tidy them up, and I don't know when the truck's going to be here yet, so we'll start getting the gear sorted. Oh, we also sold some wool too. That was a very disappointing exercise, just like it has been the last few years. So I mean, what we sold, last lot of wool we sold was in June, and then we sold, so that was lamb's wool and ewe fleece, and I think we were a cent or 10 cents or something more this time than what it was last time. So still not, it's definitely still not gonna probably pay the sharing costs. We haven't got the bill for that yet. So all the media hype and everything, oh, everything's doing so well, wool's doing so well. You're right. And then of course they just blame Trump and his tariffs and any excuse to drop the price, just like COVID. Yeah, so don't believe all the media hype about how wool's doing amazing. It's still doing pretty crap. And then the government have just come out and said, you know, there'll be wool in all the new government buildings and blah blah blah, but I'm sorry if I'm very skeptical about all that, but we've seen this before. I'm not holding my breath. Believe it when I see it actually in the bank account. You that busted into this gate and broke the latch off, so we'll chuck that on. It'll work. I'll leave it like that. Turn the race wheel on. I think we've got all out of the gear sorted. We'll shut that gate. Weaning cows, weaning calves on Thursday, so we've been working away with some agents to get prices on all that. That is looking really good. So glimmer of hope there for sheep and beef. Calf sales have been going really well, like $1 or more better than last year. So, and then this time last year we were struggling to sell heifer calves, but no, they're hot demand at the moment, so that's kind of making everyone breathe a bit of sigh of relief, and hopefully we'll break even this year with better things on the horizon. So hop up, come on, all the way through. So here's a perfect example of a cull ewe. She's a two-tooth, like she's not actually bad condition, but she's got this lumpy wool. You know, she's 3 weeks after shearing. It's already gone hard, lumpy again. That'll compromise her immune system, and in the summer it'll attract flies. So better to get rid of it while she's still worth something, and focus on the other girls. Right, we've got them all crutched up. There's one that keeps jumping out. She's out the back with the heifers over there. That's why she's a cull. All right, we'll have a quick count of these, and got the truck semi-sorted. Yeah, they, I don't know, whether there was a mix-up in communication along the way or something, but we'll get them into the sale yard sometime today. Right, so 55 there. That one there will be 56 if I can get her in. So that's all good. They're all pretty tidy, nice wee line. We'll leave them there and try and get a time. So just here on the hill paddock, that's the terminal ewes. Yeah, so ewes that are going out to a blackface ram to have that meat to sell. So they just bred for meat. Good old baling twine fix on this Taranaki gate here. I need to bring a batten over and fix that properly, but that'll do for now. It'll stop them from getting out. And 1:30, so we've got an hour pretty much before the truck's due to take these 56 ewes. Canterbury Park. Gil's got plenty of feed in here. As I walk back down to the side by side down here, we'll address pine plantations. So 4th of December last year, government released a policy to limit the amount of pine plantation that's being registered into the ETS. So that's the main driver for whole farm conversions. So I've got some details down there. So if you haven't, if you're not up to date, this is it here. There's a ban on registering exotic species class 1 to 5 land. There was a national limit of 15,000 hectares per year, and if planted on land, registered into the ETS, planted on class 6 land. So you still have your owner property rights essentially, so you're allowed to plant 25% of your farm between class 1 and class 6 land. And then there was no limit on class 7 and 8 land to be planted into the ETS as a scheme, and then there's no limit on native regeneration or native plantings into the scheme as well. So that just means that as a farmer we can plant 25% of our farm no matter what class it is, and then from then you're limited on what you can plant. But if it's class 7 and 8 land, then it is free for all, and you just go for it. But class 7 and 8 land is pretty hard, so it's like our stuff out the back. Pretty unproductive country anyway, so that has stemmed the flow of mass plantings and made people kind of put right tree in right place. So I think well done on the government for kind of putting some rules around that. There was no rules up until then, so that's one positive. Just up here at the Hill House, got back-to-back guests. So, oh, there's a Mrs. Bird. We've got to change some gas bottles over, and Genna's got some firewood. Cleaners due soon, so we're all good to go here. Just got this barbed wire fence to fix. We're just up here with the cows. Start opening them up, letting them wander forward. Today is Tuesday. We are weaning on Thursday, so yeah, just start letting them wander. Got our crimps, strain right barbed wire fence crimp. So if you haven't seen one of these before, looks like that. So your 2 strands of barb go through each end. Yeah, I use these so often. They're brilliant. Especially when you don't have enough length to do a knot. You just chuck one of these on, and as long as you clamp them down fairly well with your easy pulls, they work quite well. It takes a bit to get them on. Wiggle that on. Need some slack. I had to cut this fence a few months ago now. There was a fallow with its hind leg caught up in the barbed wire here, and if you've ever dealt with deer caught in a fence, you know you can't really get near them, so it was just easier to cut the fence and let her go. Yeah, poor wee thing. And then we'll just go and tighten up the permanent wire strainer over here. There we go, good as new. The girls are in the fog over there somewhere. Come on, girls! Right, 55 of them off Canterbury Park. This girl here jumped out again. I got her back in, the one that was out the back, and then she jumped out. Blah. So just stay with the rams for a bit until I get her out. But right, we might shoot up, show you what I've been doing out the back near the back hut, now that we've got half a day spare. So what we're doing down here at the back hut, building steps, go down into the creek to go up the creek to the waterfall. So if you've ever been down here, it was pretty treacherous, made it kind of inaccessible for a lot of people. So we've been ticking away at this for the last 3 odd days when I can. We're just trying to make it as easy and as accessible for people as possible. So we're getting there. Just got to fill in these steps with a fair bit of rock. Come down off the top there, so a couple more to go. So flat standard, and just mark level off the last step. So we're marking about there, and then we just use our square, come square off that step up there. So that's the inside face. Then we cut our step. Dig a bit out of the bank. Just sit our step on that side. Make sure it's level, make sure it's square, real good there. Oh, get out of it. There's a mud in there. Click another one in. Now we whack a flat standard in the front to stop the front kicking out. Texture on the front. Hold it all together there. Wipe it. There we go, that's what it looks like from the bottom. All the way up to the top, nearly there. Right, just had to get a calf out of the neighbours. I don't know how it got in there, but I got the drone going. These girls have decided to come into here. Come on, you need to go the other way. Good wee heifer calf there. Come on, girls. Hop, 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 hop. Get them all moving the right way. Beautiful evening. Wow, stunning up here. Drone ran out of battery. We got most of them, well, we got them on their way anyway. Come on, love. I'll feed your calf later. Away you go. Well, look at that for a shot. Beautiful evening. Stunning. Come on. Away you go, up the hill. What else was I going to cover off in this video? So, biodiversity credits. As I mentioned in the last video, government are working on that. Watch this space. Yeah. We'll see what happens with that. Methane. Ugh. We might discuss methane later. We'll just sit here and enjoy that view for a second. Lights of Christchurch just starting to come on over there. Getting darker. Following these cows into their paddock. Still more to gather up tomorrow, but we've got a few, and then tomorrow we'll get them right down, have them near the yards, ready to crack into it on Thursday morning. So we'll update you on how those cull ewes went tomorrow. Yeah, we'll carry this video on then, and yeah, discuss a few other things that I had on my list of things to talk about. Good morning. Just here setting up some fences in this red clover chicory paddock. for ewes. Ewes are down there, they're due to get shifted a couple of days time, so just taking the chance while I've got it. Updated prices. So the ewes, cull ewes, yesterday sent away. They sold for $147 each, which is pretty amazing. I'd budgeted on $100, so pretty happy with that. Very, very happy with that. That'll help take the pressure off. Paying lease and stuff this year as well. Calf weaning tomorrow, so we've just been getting the macro stock sorted out, getting our draft system set up there, getting the battery charged up. Another 13 mils of rain last night, so it's a bit of a mess. It's going to be very wet in the yards, but agent's coming, Nick is coming at 9 o'clock, and truck is due at 2, so we'll video all that. That'll be in a different video. But yeah, let's go run this out and put this fence up into this beautiful stuff. I checked with my Wrightson's agent. This is a Barenberg red clover, and low estrogen or low to medium estrogen, but there's plenty of mix and variety in here, so shouldn't affect the ewe's ability to cycle. Some of the older red clover had higher estrogen, which affected their conception rates and their breeding cycle. Got this from my dad. We used it back up north when we were doing a lot of brake fencing for bulls. This is the first time I've had it on any of my vehicles down here. Holds your standards. Dogs can jump up on the back, and they're not going to get tangled and get all... Yeah, they tend to throw standards everywhere, my dogs anyway, when they're on the back of the side by side. So, right, we'll put some standards in. A Strainer hot post on the end to join all the wires together. These things are so good. Turn it that way, lock it all in. There we go, all strained together. Lady's looking good. Just finished putting that fence up, and as the rain came, so we'll leave it for another day. Wool prices, I worked out, we had a invoice for shearing come through, so I worked out per animal how much we're getting and then what it costs. So it costs us $6.49 per sheep. That doesn't include wool packs, but that includes shearing expenses and transport for the wool into Christchurch. And we only got $5.27 back, so still costing us. Yeah, like I said earlier in this video, the government have announced something coming in 1st of July, I think, so, or June, but yeah, not holding my breath. That's all right. At least meat prices are kind of on their way up and doing well. Kale crop's doing well. He's up over top of the fence line there. Yeah, I was planning on putting some time for some foliar on there, but it's beaten me. I can't. Yeah, I'll just wreck it if I try and go through there and do that now. So we'll just leave it. And yeah, I wish I could send some of this rain up to you guys up north that need a bit more rain, but we certainly don't need it. We've had our fair share, especially over the last few days. Just sitting up on the hill, above the hill house. I just shot around all the hill country just to make sure I got all the cows in, so I think I've got them all. We'll open some gates, let them wander down. Guests in the hill house tonight, so I don't want to disturb them too early in the morning, so we'll put the cows on the airstrip, we'll further down for the night, ready to come in. Yeah, agent's here at 9:30. So methane, yeah, government, well, had a meeting with the minister the other day, and the government said that we are, as New Zealand agriculture, pretty well there to meeting the 2030 targets of a 10% reduction in methane by from 2017 levels. So don't ask me why they chose 2017 as the starting point. You know, New Zealand agriculture numbers, animal numbers peaked in 2014, so if you wanted to make it look better, you could have used a 2014 figure. 2017 we're already on the way down, so they're just setting the 2030 50 targets for domestic methane at the moment, so who knows what that's going to be. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, they're talking about boluses and chemicals and methane reduction stuff and whatnot, so watch this space, see what happens. Oh, right, end of the day, couple of last thoughts. Trump's tariffs, like the 10% he put on New Zealand products going to the US, like within a 24 hours I think he had a 90-day kind of pause on all of that anyway. So my theory in all of that is he's just shaking the kettle and seeing what settles at the bottom, seeing who retaliates, who doesn't. I don't think it's going to have an effect on us, or not significantly anyway. There's so much media hype around it, everyone's trying to predict exactly what's going to happen, but I don't see too much eventuating, but who knows really. Yeah, general feelings of agriculture at the moment, especially from me, like there's a reserved amount of optimism, I suppose, with the way prices are trending. You know, like there's a potential for a good season next year, but until the money's in the bank account, yeah, certainly not going out and spending money I don't have at the moment. So yeah, I think, yeah, drop a thing in the comments if you want. Let us know how you're feeling, if you're in New Zealand, if you're farming, or if you're over somewhere. Oh, cuzzy. If you're somewhere else in the world and you're farming as well, yeah, let us know whether you're optimistic or whether you're pretty down in the dumps. Right, weaning tomorrow, so we'll leave this video here, put these buggers away. Hey, cuz. Oh, yep, okay, you too, Jasper. Okay, yep, you haven't had a lot of work, so you're very needy at the moment, haven't you? Right, we'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow, hoping for some good calf weights. Prices are good, so we just need some weight to go with it, but we'll see you guys then. Bye. Chicken, get out of his kennel. You can't stay the night in there.